Good morning students and all my dear friends. Welcome to your on YouTube channel Voice of Students और जीडी क्लासेस के इसी क्रम में आज अपना टॉपिक है वायलेंस इन मूवीज़ और सोशल मीडिया। टॉपिक पर आगे बढ़ने से पहले जैसा कि स्टूडेंट्स की डिमांड थी, जीडी की डेट बहुत पास में है और अब से आपको ऑलरेडी 2 टॉपिक्स इन ए डे मिल रहे हैं। कोशिश की जाएगी इसके अकॉर्डिंग और इसके अलावा भी आपको अच्छा मैटर रिटर्न में भी मिल जाए। आगे बढ़ते हैं अपने टॉपिक वायलेंस इन मूवीज़ के साथ। With the rapid development of science and technology, the television has become the indispensable part of our daily lives. No matter adults or children who prefer to watch TV programs as recreation and best way to alleviate stress. However, recently an increasing number of people commit crime due to watching violent programs too much. Violent programs and movies on the TV. Therefore, the government should restrict the content about the violence and pornography in the television is a matter of some dispute. Requirement is that these content must be forbidden, restricted immediately. If we talk about the datas, 20 million people in India go to watch movies every day. 50% of youth is affected by what they watch in movies as compared to what they see in real life. Students have found that 90% of movies on televisions contain violence and even extreme violence. We can realize how serious the situation is and how fast we need to work. If we still don't try to work upon that, the condition will be out of focus or we cannot control it. Once students are misguided, it's hard to come back or it's hard to take them on the right path. As we all know, youngsters are affected by these violence programs as they are premature. They are unable to judge and distinguish between right and wrong. Eventually, excessive violence in that media affected on the young people. As a result, youngsters will immediately come into the impact. The scenes and the actions of violence and crime in TV programs directly create impact on their minds, and it can be reason with the a reason like mental disorder that increases crime or child crime. Similarly, such kind of programs have negative influence on adults. Many cases of adults crimes were the result of films, televisions, or any violent videos on social media. Although adults have ability to judge right or wrong and have stronger self-control, but once they are exposed to such violent plots too much, that will just that will just become numb and they just come into the zone and take a wrong action in stress, as excess in everything is bad. Similarly, I can say the too much violence on the TV serials, social medias can create negative impact on our youth. In many, if we talk about the real life, many real life cases of crime reminds that the only by hiring more policemen to maintain order would not have the desired result and even aggravate the financial burden on the country. Therefore, government should take actions to control these violent contents on the media or TV because many of people do not reach to the reality and just follow a trend. What they watch, they just try to do an implementation in their real life. So the social media, even sometimes they don't know how old the matter is. They just try to forward without consideration. Sometimes the same incidents are repeated time by time, that is misguide the youngsters. Blind followers of the role model is a reason, like on our youth they just have the role model in their life. Once they are watching them while doing a negative things, a negative role, they just try to copy. We always see when our role model does the smoking and when they consume liquor, then just youngsters and the teenagers, they just try to copy that. It can it can just make them into contact of bad habits. They can addicted to any kind of things like cigarette smoking, cigarette consuming liquor, etc. There is more violent videos and content found on social media as people upload videos without any consideration and responsibility. Here parents should have responsibility. They must pay attention towards the kids, as parents don't know at all what they are watching through the mobile, what they are uploading, on which type of things they are spending time. So here parents must pay attention. There should be a guideline, there should be a time period in which students or teenagers or youngsters, they can watch TV, they can use the mobile for a good purpose. If we talk about, it's not about only TV, as most of the adults and students keep mobile in which they can watch TV channels without any guideline. So the duties of parents is really serious and very required to just pay attention towards their kids and teenagers. If we talk about, their censor board must observe the contents and the videos in movies to remove such type of violence as well as vulgarity. Sometimes these kind of platforms like social media or many more things like TV snatches it snatches the social life of the youngsters and the people, as people are quite engaged on the mobiles with their laptops or TV serials. It really impacts the real social life. They are social on the on the social networking sites, but if we talk about the reality in real life, they just don't participate in the programs. Once they try to go, if they have to go, still they are engaged, they are busy with their mobiles. Then we can see how social are they in reality. Can we say that people are social just because of they are busy on social networking sites with their friends for chatting and all? The considerable topic is that it also snatches the outdoor activities from us, as the physical fitness, outdoor activities, games, outdoor games always are better for health. It makes us fit, active and energetic. But if we talk about the time period we are living in a modern era where students just try to, or they just play online games through mobile like PUBG and all, so they just spend their time in indoor activities rather than outdoor activities, and because of that they are losing their stamina, health, fitness. It also creates many bad impacts like weak eyesight, insomnialism and stress and irritation. They don't take proper, they just don't spend proper hours for their sleeping. So that is also a reason behind aggression and irritation in our youngsters. In recent years we have seen so many cases in which child, or you can say the teenagers, they have taken so many times an aggressive action. Even in many of cases the teenagers, they have attacked on their family members. Sometimes they they killed the elders. In recent couple of years there are so many cases of that type, in which we can find the serious damage of these kind of violence in programs, in TV serials, social media. So there should be the limit, there should be some direction, there should be some guideline from the parent side, as well as censor board has a huge responsibility. They they need to control it, they need to forbid that kind of or such type of videos, contents and vulgarity, because what media shows directly impacts on our youth, and you try to copy it at their home with their friends, with their family members. So what they watch, they try to do, and they try to implement in their real lives. We can see that the kids, they are affected a lot, as they don't know, they are not mature, they can't distinguish wrong and right. So they can be directly affected with these kind of contents and videos, as we see, and the psychology says that it impacts a lot on kids, because what they find in their surrounding areas, they try to do the same, as they are in the habit of imitating and applying the things in their real lives. So in that sense I would like to say the responsibility should be taken by each and everyone, by the parents, government, censor board, and the seniors. If all the efforts done by the all members, that can really make the difference, and we can change the condition, and we can control child crime. That is also a bad impact of these kind of programs or violent contents. With all that, I would like to finish my topic. We'll meet tomorrow with a new topic. तब तक के लिए जय हिंद, जय भारत.